Hello beautiful besties and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Cheraye. Welcome. If you happen to be returning, you are truly appreciated. Thank you so much and welcome back besties. Today I'm sharing with you my top five. I put a spin on it. So if you guys watch sports, they're always talking about their top 5 teams. If you watch like the rap battles or whatever, they're always talking about who's in their top 5. So I have a top 5 when it comes to my fragrances, brand houses of which I will be sharing with you today, and a few fragrances on why that brand is in my top 5. Here on this channel, I do cover fashion, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle, all things fancy and fabulous. So if that sounds like something that you'd be into or want to be a part of, stop what you're doing right now and take 2.5 seconds. Yep, that's right. I want to hear from you. Who do you have in your top 5? So everyone needs to weigh in on this. I want to know what top 5 fragrance brands are in your top 5. Also, if this seems like your vibe or your zhush, go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button. Don't stop there. Tap the notification bell and make sure you come over and slide in the DM and say hi on Instagram. Without further ado, we're jumping into this video right now. Hey besties. Okay, you guys, let's have some fun. Oh my gosh, I get so excited when I have fun videos. My top 5. This is my top 5 year to date 2024 in the month of May. At any time, this list or this top 5 can change. Coming in no particular order. It was way too hard to try and rank them. So I'm just gonna tell you my top 5 coming in no particular order. At the start of the list, if you're new here, you might be shocked or surprised. If you're not new here, you already know. Starting it off is going to be Parfums de Marly. I love the brand. I love the house. I stumbled upon Delina and it left me speechless, and I have been down a rabbit hole in love, obsessed, whatever the word is you want to call it, ever since, starting with Delina. Delina was a first love for me from the house, and I absolutely loved it. It's sparkly, it's fizzy, it's upbeat, it's girly, it's foo-foo la-la. If you've been here before, you have heard me talk about Delina again and again. And of course, absolutely, Valaya is going to be in this list. This is sophisticated, this is classy, this is opulent, this is excellent in a bottle, and I love it for the way that it makes me feel. And of course, Oriana. I love Oriana. It's got the whipped cream, it's got mandarin in the beginning. It's so sparkling. It's a very glamorous fragrance in my opinion. Some have compared it to Love Don't Be Shy, but when it comes to Parfums de Marly, they could do no wrong. They are definitely a brand that's in my top 5. I move on. Next up would be a brand that when I first started doing fragrance over here, everybody was talking about this fragrance. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get my hands on it. And that is none other than Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and I am talking about Baccarat Rouge 540. While I have the original, this is my favorite of the two, so I thought I would bring this one over to share, but I fell in love with this one. The other one, I just had to get my nose on because it had so much popularity around it, as it still does to this day. I love it for the status. I love how it makes me feel. Yes, I'm that girl. I am a name girl. So I do love Baccarat and all the smoke that comes with it, okay? This one is amazing. Fell in love with this one. I also deeply fell in love with Gentle Fluidy Gold. This is an easy reach anywhere, anytime, any place. This is a very versatile fragrance. It's vanilla. It's just a really nutmeg. It's a gorgeous fragrance. And of course, if you want to shut it down, you got to have the trilogy, which is this here in my opinion, and this is Oud Satin Mood. You guys, to tell you the truth, this is like a beautiful rose oud combo. All of these fragrances I have dedicated videos on, so if you want more in-depth details, check out those videos. Put in my name, type the fragrance, and we shall appear like a genie but not in the bottle here on YouTube. Okay, quick 2.5. We were out, my guy and I, a couple of weeks ago, or maybe like 2 weeks ago I should say at this point, and he was like, what should I wear? Because he always comes up because he's like, do you want me to try a fragrance? And I'm like, you know what? Try Oud Satin Mood. You guys, this is so good. I mean, his body, okay, we're not gonna talk about his body, but he does really well with these type of fragrances on his body chemistry. They just eat it up and they know how to create a sillage and a scent trail that just won't quit. And we were sitting out and the whole day I just kept getting whiffs of him. I don't even know what I was wearing because his fragrance was taking over everything, but this right here is so super good. So this is a trilogy. Coming in the number 2nd spot, not really, but really, would be MFK, and this is a trilogy for me for that particular fragrance house. I love Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I move on. All right, let's just keep it being numbered at this point. Not really in order, but we're just, you know, to keep it on track, we're gonna stick with numbers. This brand I stumbled upon very early in my fragrance life, where I had a girl that came to the gym with me, and she was rocking it, and she smelled so good. I don't know if she was rocking this one or another one, but I know she was rocking this particular brand because I asked her about it. So we went inside. I'll never forget, we're at the South Coast Plaza. I believe that that's where it was, in Orange County. And we walked inside of Jo Malone, the standalone boutique. It was so beautiful, so gorgeous, so rich, so classy, so elegant that I was just like, I belong here. And you know, I've always been a girl drawn to that type of simplicity when it comes to like their colors and their themes and everything like that. I know Jo Malone gets a bad flack and a bad rep because their fragrances don't last long and yada yada yada. However, the brand means something for me, and that first fragrance that I fell in love with was Mimosa and Cardamom. This is a beautiful, warm fragrance. I sleep in this all the time. I wear it when I'm cozying up in the house. It gives me feel-good memories. I have had this fragrance, not this particular one, I'm probably on my 4th bottle by now, but I have had this brand in my collection for I don't know how many years. I want to say over 15, 20 years. Like forever it's been in my collection. I've had a small bottle when I first started. That's where my paycheck was. That's what I could afford. That's what we got. My guy got it for me. Now I always get the big bottle. I wait for it to go on sale or some type of 15 or something % off at Nordstrom's or what have you, and I grab a bottle all the time. As soon as I get low, I have the body cream. I love this fragrance. Also from the same brand, I love Velvet Rose. This is really good. I also have the room spray, which is really, really nice, and Myrrh and Tonka. So this would be the trilogy from the house of Jo Malone. I move on. Okay, so I guess I did kind of have an order. These next two have my heart, and I'm gonna try and get through this without crying. You guys know I'm a crybaby. If you're new here, yeah, I cry all the time. I don't know, I get very emotional. I'm an emotional person, and I be crying all the time. So anyways, this next fragrance house has my heart and has always had my heart. No matter how many of these fragrance brands change, this one will forever, well, both of these, I should say, will ever be in my top 5 because they just have so much of a memory, so much of a story. And of course, if you know, you know, I am talking about Coco Noir. I'm talking about the house of Chanel. Chanel's fragrances are absolutely amazing. While they are not everybody's cup of tea, they are definitely my cup of coffee. I have just about all of them. Like, to be honest with you, I kid you not. I have just about all of them, and this is one of my absolute favorites. This is Coco Noir. This is like the little black dress. It's classy, sophisticated, elegant. If you've been here for a while, and I know I say that because these are ones, you guys, that I talk about all the time. Like, I don't switch it up. Like, I like what I like. I'm very loyal. I'm very consistent. Although I have other ones that I really love and I really like, but if we only talking about the top 5, these are the top 5. So of course, Coco Noir is in my top 5. Yes! Coco Mademoiselle. This is your one and done. This is classy. It's iconic. It's sophisticated. It's elegant. It's luxury, darling. This is Chanel we're talking about. When I first got into fashion houses and I went to Paris, not even really knowing what I liked or why I liked it, it was just something about the style. It was something about the neutral color base. It was something about the class, the hardware on the bags with the chain details. It was something about the tweed jackets that cut off at the waist. It was something about the espadrilles. It was something about the Chanel slingbacks. It was something about the classic flap 255 that just had my heart, and I have been a Chanel girl through and through. Do I love their customer service? Absolutely not. Do I love how they treat us? Absolutely not. Do I love how they do a lot of things? Absolutely not. Do I love the brand? Absolutely. So this is the other one. This is Beige. This is my absolute favorite from the house of Chanel. This is from their Les Exclusives line, Beige. This is a beautiful frangipani honey fragrance that is so beautiful. It's perfect for a wedding day. It's perfect for like brunch, afternoon tea. It's classic. It's sophisticated. It's timeless. I mean, there's not gonna be many words I'm gonna say because I'm talking about Chanel, and all of those words fit this particular house and this brand. And this is my absolute favorite. So coming in whatever spot would be definitely my trilogy, and that is from the house of Chanel. And this right here has my entire heart. It will forever be in my top 5. I move on. Now this brand, this particular house, this is my love language. This is my love. It's hot, it's heavy, it's complex. It's in your face a little bit. It could be, it's love. It's love, it's unique, it's different. It goes up, it goes down, but it will forever be around. And I am talking about none other than Tom Ford. If you know, you know. Tom Ford, Tom Ford, Tom Ford, Tom Ford. Especially these that I'm talking about will forever be in my top 5. This is Black Orchid. Some love it, some hate it. You like it or you don't. It's very polarizing. It's in your face. It ain't everybody's cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a cup of water or a cup of anything. If you like it, you love it, you get it, you know it. It's chocolate, it's patchouli, it's decadent, it's sexy. I have so many amazing date night stories with this fragrance. And every time, just from the memories alone, this will be a forever in my collection. And of course, every single summer since it came out, I've rocked Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. This is the original one. I believe that came out in 2016. This is the Eau de Parfum. This is the original one, not in the see-through transparent bottle. This right here is so good. It just smells like a luxurious yacht being out, set sailing, glam up. Just a small, like a light glam, but a lot of shimmer, champagne, a nice light lunch, something without too many calories. If you know, you know. That's what this is giving. So if you need something for this summer, I would definitely tell you to get your nose on this. Many have compared it to Bronze Goddess. Some have compared it to like suntan lotion. I absolutely love it. I have no complaints with it. To me, oh God, this is August in a bottle. I wear this every year in August around my birthday. So definitely highly recommend checking this out if you are in need of a summertime fragrance. Another one that really has my heart and I love it, and so many people have an opinion about it. I absolutely love it. While it may not always be here for a long time, but when it's here, it's definitely here for a good time. And I'm talking about Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I love this fragrance. Now, I did not pay full price for this. I got this during the time at Cosmetic Company store, and I got it for a fraction of the price, which is really, really good. So check out the Cosmetic Company store when you're needing your fragrances. I don't know if you can order online. I don't know if you got to go in the store. I've placed orders online. I've heard that it changed, but if you are in need of some fragrances, especially like Jo Malone, used to be Tom Ford. I don't know what they really have now. I have not shopped there in forever, but I would say check it out. I did pick up Tom Ford Lost Cherry and I love it. So coming in that particular spot would be Tom Ford. This is my trilogy for Tom Ford. This is a forever in my top 5. I move on. And that concludes it. That's my list. That's my top 5. Maison Francis Kurkdjian, Parfums de Marly, Tom Ford, Jo Malone, Chanel Dwelling. Those are the fragrance houses that are in my top 5 currently to this day. I want to hear from you. Who's in your top 5? I want to know. Just put it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and put the name. Blah, 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 blah. I want to see who comes in at the #1 spot with the most people having them in their top 5. So let's have some fun with this. Share this video. Hit the subscribe button. Come over and say hi on Instagram. And I'm going to see you besties in the next one. I love you like I love cook food. Until next time, you know the drill. Be blessed, stay fit, and definitely stay fabulous, darlings. Thanks for watching. Bye.